What is going on, people? Welcome to my YouTube channel. I just wanted to kind of come on and make this video today. It's going to be a little bit educational, a little bit just intro to who I am, what Nesfx is, and what I'm trying to do with my live streams and my YouTube channel. So basically, my name is Ness, as all my friends always called me, but my real name is Andrew Nestorus. I am a 4-year Forex trader, and I've studied a handful of different strategies and systems. I've been a part of some, helping to create them. And I've taken a little bit of each of those systems and turned it into my own. What I liked, I kept, and what fit with me as a person and a trader, I kept, and the rest of the stuff I just kind of pushed to the side. And I try to stay away from reversals just because it's where I've had a lot of my losses, and that's something that I've learned on this 4-year journey. So my strengths are basically in trends and breakouts, retests, support, resistance, divergences, stuff like that. The reason that I started this Twitch is that for me, my fiance was getting tired of me always talking to her about my trading. But what I found was that when I was explaining it to someone, that it made my trading better. So I had been mulling around this idea, why don't I do a Twitch? Because I can then speak out loud, and then whoever joins in can get value, but really it's for my own benefit, because when I talk out loud, I feel like I retain the information better and my trading is better. I'm saying it out loud, I'm hearing it, I'm seeing it. It's just how I trade better. And I was like, if people can find value in this, then awesome, I'm going to do it. I mean, the Twitch is free. So I was like, why not? I'm just trying to add value, because I feel the more that I can put out, then the more is what I'm going to get back. It's just how it's always been in my life. So I just do this in my next venture. As you can see, I do videography as well. So Twitch and videos and YouTube just kind of was like something that was inevitable, I guess you could say. But that's it. I like having the Twitch to show transparency and to show you guys, like, this is real trading. Like, it's not always Lambos and vacations, and that certainly could be a part of it, but there's a journey to get to that point, and you're catching me at this moment in my journey where I'm feeling like I'm competently moving in the right direction, and I'm about to go to that next level, and I just want to share it and see if people can see what I'm doing, and it helps them get there sooner as well. So like I said, just a little intro about myself. So again, welcome to Nesfx. Join me on my journey, and I'm going to show you a little bit about what happened in these charts the last couple of trades. I feel like if I stay on these charts, I'm going to get myself into like a position, and don't know if that's the best thing, because I'm really uncertain on direction. So I might just have to go and get off these charts before I make a bad decision. Now right here on GU, it looks like you could be potentially making like a really nice like a reversal, where you see like it kind of breaks, comes up, retests. You had this real tiny, you could barely see it, bearish engulfing candle right here, which led to more downward momentum. Now if this like drives through, closes, and pushes through here, does that lead you to believe that there's more continuation to the downside, which is what the trend has been doing on this? It's been falling. Do you try and come down to these lows here? And then do I get like a stop up here, like at 77? That's like 20 pips. I need 40. This only has 33 in it. Looks promising though, like, but it's still divergent. So I'm like kind of SOL on all this. Like on a 15-minute looks really good. See how it's under, everything's under the liquid 50, it's under, trend line's falling. It's a nice 5-minute candle right there. Like it's through. But I need I need to stop at like 75. It's like 10-ish pips. Don't know that it's going to keep falling. It looks like it is on the 15-minute here. It looks like definitely, but see how it's just pulling back. I don't know, man. You definitely want to stay with the trend, which is down. I don't know if I want to lose on a position like that though, because could just as easily just pull right back up. Like it is falling, it's through. Does it come back? It's kind of looks like a breakout here. I'm short. I'm in at 60. I gotta stop at 75. I'm going for 124.30. See if we can get momentum on this. I like the 15-minute. It's falling. The 5-minute, this is a pretty good candle. I know my stop. It looks really good on the 15-minute to keep falling. The hour looks pretty good to keep falling. It just wicked back. Dollar index, we said, is still trying to move higher. We don't want to go away from that bias. So we're staying with the trend. Let's just see if it pushes. Let's just see what it does. Been really patient all day. I feel like this might have been break and retest. We're trying to stay with the dollar index, which is rising. We're trying to stay with the trend, which is down. Trying to stay patient with it. See if it just wants to kind of come up and retest and then continue lower. Still got 10 minutes in this candle. I'm not going to close it. My stop is at break even. I mean, it's still free falling here on the 15-minute. You see what I'm saying? How everything's like under it. Still like in a free fall. These lows are probably significant where it's reached this high too. I really feel like it can get there. It's like breaking out. I was up like a lot. I was up like 440 bucks. I'm up like a little over 300 right now. I'm back at my 1R. I'd like to see this just kind of come up and find a little bit of support and then make another move to the downside. Everything says sell. It's just a little bit of wondering what's happening here at this level. But again, this is still falling, so I want to stay with it, but I don't want to give up the money. I don't want to give up the trade. I don't want to give up the money. There's no reason for me to get out of it yet. And my stop is locked, and I would hate to get smashed at break even, but we're just going to try and let this thing ride. Stay confident, stay with it, stay with the momentum. It's clearly falling. GJ was falling off too, so maybe the pound's moving down. Back up. I need just 9 more pips. It's definitely getting some momentum. See how it handles these lows. We're driving over 5 pips, 5 pips, 4 pips, 4 pips. So we're almost there. 6 pips. Come on. It's like starting to stall a little bit. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, push. Starting to have some issues here. There's still 6 minutes left in the candle, but I can see it starting to stall a little bit. You don't want to see a huge push down and then in the last 3 minutes just wicking like that. It's not what you want to see at all. You still got 2 minutes. It could still fill this and like it could still close down. But I'm sure these lows had something to do with it. Let's see if this next candle wants to drive down and come back to these lows, and then if it can, I could try and like pull out of it. See if I can at least try and come back and test the low. It's still falling, like it's still got potential to come down and move even lower. I just don't like seeing that wick like that on the 15-minute. That definitely a lot of people taking profit. People, buyers coming in. It's hitting this level right here. I'm not sure. Trying to be patient with it, but trying not to give back money. It's still in a free fall. It's clearly still falling. It's kind of through the trend line on the 1 minute, but it's still holding this price at like 43. But everything is still saying down. I'm going to move my stop to 55. 124.55. Because if it moves above this, then obviously it's probably done. So 55 is like up here. If it doesn't fall, you don't want to see it come back up here. And this pin's just like ugly. You don't want to see this. This doesn't look right. Maybe it goes sideways, it consolidates, and then pushes lower because it's still kind of a falling sentiment. But if it wants to double top here and give me one more push, I'm not gonna lose. Worst case scenario, gonna make $100. Best case scenario, this thing ignites like a rocket and just falls to shit, and we hit our take profit. So this is a winning trade. It just depends how much it's gonna be. So I guess that's good. I guess we have to look at the bright side, Like I said, it's still in a selling sentiment. There's still potential for it to come to the downside. We've locked in $100 just so we get something out of this trade, but you can see how it's just having trouble, man. It's just, I never want to say that the trend is over. So that's good because I'm with the trend. I'm short. You can see how it's just having trouble here. It's also having trouble here, so it's kind of in this little bit of a square. It's like this right now. This is how I see it. Something like that. It's still in a selling sentiment. Everything still says this thing could move lower. It could definitely still come and test these lows. It could break these lows. I mean, I would love it. I would love nothing more for this thing to come and just smash my take profit. I feel like I've played it right. I've done everything right. I've stayed in the trade. I've moved my stop. I've protected my capital. My actions are very logical. I just hope that there's more pump in it. It's definitely a nice little breakout of this zone. It's pushing. Come on. If you can break these lows, then I'm gonna hit my take profit. Wow. Come on. See, this is why we don't call bottoms. You just stay with it. Come on, fill that wick. Push a little bit lower. We're up 450. Come on. I want to stay with it. I don't want to get out of this. Come on, just go. We're so close. 7 pips. Come on. One more thrust. Just get through here. I hit. We did it. Always give myself a pat on the back when it works out. Like I said, I was definitely a little bit emotional in that trade, but my actions were logical. I protected capital well, smashed my take profit, just made $612. Covers my loss yesterday. We're up on the week. 9:30. Stock market's about to open. EA. Yeah, a little bit of rejection. Is a little slowing right now because we did say right here that's divergent. It's a little bit divergent, but it's clearly still falling. So we know that it has the potential to maybe just stall before more continuation. I wouldn't want to call a bottom to it just yet. It's still got potential to come down. Here comes, you getting, see these pins right here on EA? Maybe you're getting a little bit of rejection. You'd like to see a breakout on the 1 minute for some continuation, but this is divergent, is at a crucial level. But again, it's finally breaking out, so I think that I'd want to try and stay short bias. That makes sense to me. It's in a selling condition. I want to stay short on it. Starting to break out a little bit here. You can see how it's falling over a little bit. Came up 2 candle right here. Let's see if it starts to roll over. Stop above the whole structure in my mind at like 44. Yeah, stop. This is nice. That's not bad. It's not bad. A little breakout right there. See what happens on the 5 minute. I'll give it. I don't want to take a 1 minute because this could easily just hold this trend line and be like, nah, I'm still divergent and suck up. But if this 5 minute closes through, nice and bearish, maybe you could consider it. Not a bad 1 minute candle, but you are at the lows. Let's see what happens. Let's take a peek real quick. Let's get myself looking at this. EA. It's a pretty good candle. This thing might get going. And GU looks like it's trying to come higher. Yeah, it broke out of the box to the upside. That might have been a really nice entry right here on this 1 minute. Let's see how this 5 minute closes. Yeah, EA looks potentially promising. Again, I don't want to ignore this divergence here. It is still falling though. Like I said, if this 5 minute kind of really like closes through this trend line, but I'm not sure. Let me get a better look. I think this is gonna get going. Just want to make sure that this level is good enough. So EA 17 pips. I'm short EA. I'm short EA. My stop is at 44. Oh my god. This thing is gone. I don't even know if I'm gonna take profit in real quick. This thing just blasted. Holy hell. So I'm in at 27. 37, 38, 39, 44, 1, 42, 43, 44. So I need 34. So 27. I think I need to get to 93. 116. I think I need to get down here to 93. Yeah, 93. 1.6193. Now it impulsed, and now it's starting to pull back a little bit. But this is my entry. It's still divergent. We're short though. I'm immediately in profit. Like I said, we want to stay with the downtrend. And what happened is what I said. Maybe it just comes down, goes a little sideways, and then we get an entry. I really liked the 1 minute, but I wanted to confirm it more on the 5 minute. Once that 5 minute really kind of was like, you know what, I think this got the gusto. I just jumped right in. As I saw GU was kind of like pumping up, I immediately wanted to go with something that was a little bit more potentially promising. Now I really want to see this 5 minute. I don't want to see the 5 minute like suck up. I want to see it hold bearish here in the next 2 minutes. Supima's in it too. Got the pullback. Yes, yes. 2 candle on the hour as well. Okay, nice, nice. So we're seeing something that's definitely potentially promising. Yeah. Oh, really nice. Yeah. I think when I saw it on the 30, I think that's what I was like right here. This engulfing right here, how it came up and came back down and then it held. I looked at that real quick and I saw it was through the trend line. And I said, I think this has potential to get going. I want to see how this closes in a minute. I'd like to see it close strong bearish. I mean, I'm in profit. Um, but I just, I do see the divergence. So I just want to make sure that we still got the sellers in the market. I'm up here. My stop is 44 because I say that if it comes down, does this, if it comes back, I'd like to only see it come back here basically and then come lower, because if it is coming lower, it shouldn't come above that unless I'm wrong. And I'm at like BE right now. So it is divergent. We're obviously seeing some divergence, so it could come lower. Let's see how that 5 minute closed. It still closed bearish, a little rejection on it, but it's still falling. It's through the trend line. That gives me a good feel that we could certainly see it come lower. I like it. It looks good. It's got space on ADRs, clearly got plenty of space on ADR. ADR is a good 50 pips from where we currently sit. Doesn't have to go ADR, but at least it's good to know that you have it in there. I'm up about 7. So let's see what it does. I'm cautiously optimistic. Yeah, GU is definitely looking like it's trying to come higher. I like EA because the structure is just a little bit cleaner. And I hope that, I hope this turns out to be a good one. That's all you can do. It looked like a really good setup, and I feel like I caught it nicely, and I just need to see continuation. I hope that doesn't stall down here. I like how it's falling over. I like it. We're in a downtrend. I feel good about it. I feel good enough to put the risk on. That's all I can do. AU's probably moving up, yeah. As EA is moving down, you can see AU's pushing up. It's that AUD strength. Wow, yeah. Nice. Breaking down. Yes, see, now here on the 1 minute, this is what I hope to see. I hope it closes like this. See how it comes down, now it's consolidating. I want to see another push out. You know what I mean? Break the trend line down, show me more bearish momentum to the downside. Like, I don't want to see it stay in here because then it might have the potential to pump up. I like how we're driving. This is a really nice candle on the 15 minute. I like how it came down, consolidated, now more bearish engulfing. It's breaking through this trend line. See how it closes in a minute, because anything can happen in a minute, believe it or not. um, but so far, so good. I'm about a quarter of the way to my goal. This would be a real nice new low a day here. Completely like breaking the wick right here at like 22, 23. Just completely showing sellers through would be nice. You would probably break through this trend line here on this TDI, breaking the divergence. See, yeah, you're breaking the divergence for the moment. More free fall potential. You're through clearly on the 5 minute, starting to pull things down. We'll see. We'll see if it holds. Pulling back on me a little bit here. Still in profit. Still in this zone. down here on EA. Still here. See, you had this big igniting candle that broke you into the zone. Now you're chopping. It is divergent. So divergence can mean correction or it can mean consolidation. I like on the 15-minute though, how we seem to have broken for the moment. We broke the divergence. Now, if you get a bullish candle, then you're going to sit. It's going to sit on it. You know what I mean? And that's not going to look right. So I don't want to see that. I want to see more continuation to the downside. So I'm going to monitor it closely. I feel like I'm in a good position, and I definitely am looking for more continuation. But if it really starts giving me signs that maybe it's not going to, then we'll take it from there. But right now, I like how it's kind of coming back here on the 1 minute. Broke. Now it's retesting this low. You can see if you, I'll try and make it clearer so you can see. See how it's kind of like at price here. The red line is kind of at this. So I'd like to see it hold here. Break it, consolidate at it, and then drive for another push. It looks like it broke out on the 1 minute. You're in a correction. Again, this would have been a great up here. I'm always pointing like you can see. Up here would have been our great entry, but we were early. We wanted to see it better. So now maybe we're a little late. But again, if the market's going to keep rolling, then I think we're good. So we're trying to stay with that trend. Don't call bottoms. We don't remember that from the other last Wednesday when I hit that nice one on GU. I said we don't call bottoms. It was coming back. It was kind of chopping, and then it wound up falling more. I don't want to call bottoms. I see what's happening, but I don't want to call the bottom yet. Not a bad little bearish engulfing just of this 1, 2, 3, but again, I really want to see it come through here. It's definitely got the potential. For the first time, I just tapped like a little negative. I'm right at break evens, right at my entry. It's at 27.2. My entry's 27.5, so I'm like literally break even right now. Starting to break this box to the upside potentially. Holding this. That's not a good look. I don't want to see it come back up to here. Keep an eye on it. A little bit of drawdown. Interesting. Again, I see the divergence. You see the divergence. Yeah, this doesn't look right. It's not the pullback I want to see. Yeah, damn. I think I'm gonna get stopped out on this. Damn. See if it holds this high. I'm still in, but that's not what I want to see. I don't like that momentum. That's way too much momentum. This can happen. That's not a great sign on the 1 minute. That's a lot of momentum. I don't know if I should pull it. I'm like, I cut myself early. I'm like 5 pips. I'd like to hold it here, see how it handles this level. I mean, I'm not saving myself a great deal of money, but that's not the momentum I want to see. So we'll see. We're still in the trade. Divergence definitely kicked in. You can see, like I said, if it starts pulling, it's going to look like it's holding this. I was hoping for another push. It might come back and make like a lower, like a higher low maybe, and then if it's going to correct more. So maybe, I don't know, I'm going to have to monitor as it comes back to here. If it starts to stall here, I'm going to cut the trade. If it shows momentum and it's falling through, then fine. But it broke. If it comes back to retest and starts to show me more bullish, then I'm just going to cut the trade quick. Because again, I don't want to see it come above this structure. That's why my stop is up here. It shouldn't. If it's going to make lower structure, it shouldn't come above this. But as it starts to, then you're like, okay, wait, this is potentially wrong at the moment. So I want to pay attention. Still in a selling condition. Divergence means correction. Doesn't always mean just complete runaway. Sometimes it does, but so I want to see how this handles here. It's up, now it's sideways. I'm wondering if it's going to do another push to the upside. Maybe come back to the 50 on the 15-minute. Yeah, it's been yeah, I'm out. It's been a bad pair. I definitely feel like maybe I was too late on it. now that I look at it. Like, called a great push, but it just right here where it stalled. Damn. Well, let's keep moving. Yeah, I was kind of at the bottom, but I thought maybe this was going to be like one more push to get there. Divergence, definitely. Definitely divergence. And this is what I was kind of hoping for before I got bumped out, was for it to come back in here and then show me, hey, look, this actually isn't falling. It's starting to rise, and then I could have got out and saved some money, but it hit me on the spread and then came back into this fold in here. So whatever. Sometimes it's like that. Can't win them all. So thanks again, everyone. If you want to check out the Twitch, it's Monday through Thursday, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time to 11 o'clock Eastern Time. It's twitch.tv/Nesfx. Check it out. I hope to see you there. Make sure you follow for more updates on YouTube videos and my live stream. I'll catch you all later. Thanks a lot.